Alright, so we're going to take a look here at Spider-Man, a little bit more in-depth look. Here's his mini, as has been seen before. Mine's painted. Yours will not come painted. 15 health. And there's the back of his shirt for the back of the dial, so that's kind of cool. And then we have his deck here, which is, his card back has the some pretty vibrant colors, but what's pretty cool here is that the New York skyline is in his eye reflection. Spider-Man melee, 15 health, move a 3, Spidey sensibility. When an opponent attacks Spider-Man before you play a defense card, they must tell you the printed value of their card. Alright, so that's pretty interesting. That you gotta kind of predict a little bit, or you don't have to predict, you get to know a little bit about what's coming, and that's going to be essential against some fighters, or detrimental. Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, recovery 3 health, place Spider-Man at any space in his zone. So he's got 2 of those, and he can jump around a little bit easier. And recovering 6 health ain't bad. Ain't bad at all. With great power comes great responsibility. All of Spider-Man's attacks this turn are +1 value. Draw a card, get in action. Solo Bruce Lee action going on there. Good scheme. Thwip. If you won the combat, place Spider-Man in any space in his zone. So we can see he doesn't have the organic webs. Which and you have 3 copies of that. Good way to get around. Disarming shots. We've seen this before in Robin Hood's deck. Same thing. Draw a number of cards equal to the amount of combat damage dealt. And then we got Swinging Kick. Move the opposing fighter a number of spaces up to the amount of combat damage dealt. So that's kind of cool too. You could be moving them, well, potentially 6 if they don't offend. And you got 3 copies of that, so that's really cool. Really good card. And then this is kind of comic strip position you see previously. And shows Spider-Man get hit, but then he attacks back, so we got counterattack. Good thing it's not called counter punch, am I right? If the value of your opponent's card is 4 or higher, deal 2 damage to the opposing fighter. So that could be good. So you both take damage, 3 copies of that. And web shooters. Spider-Man cannot take more than 2 combat damage this turn. That's nice, especially if you if you think you might die that turn. If the value of your opponent's card is 4 or higher, draw 2 cards. So, if your spider sense is tingling, which it might with your ability, your spider sense will be tingling often. 3 copies of that. And then Snark, we've seen that before as well. If Spider-Man is adjacent to the opposing fighter, draw a card. And he's melee, so he will be adjacent a lot of the time, unless that's for defense. Your opponent cannot draw cards this turn, right in the face. That could be really fun against some characters like Bigfoot, or probably bad against characters like T-Rex, because you kind of want her to be drawing. Momentous shift. If Spider-Man started this turn in a different space, the value of his card is 5, so we've seen that before, except now the fist is coming down, which makes sense. And then Wall Crawler. Place Spider-Man in any space in his zone. Simple card, kind of vanilla, but nice. He's kind of jumping around and stuff, and I like that. I think they captured Spider-Man, especially with his ability, really well. I think this is the first character that a lot of people will pick up in the game, new to the game, or just playing this set for the first time. And I think that's a good thing that this character is more simple than the other 2. It's the most simple out of the box. And honestly, it's a pretty simple character. I think it's good for new people too. Gives them a little edge to know what's coming when they don't usually, like a pro player might. But that's Spider-Man. Hope you're excited to play as him, as I am.